Hey, this gonna be a quick tutorial, man. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a quick 101 tutorial about when you starting a business, how to obtain revenue, and actually get these loans from these banks or whichever. Right? This gonna be quick, and you could do your research and you come back and thank me later. Everybody that has a LLC don't have a business. Everybody that has an LLC doesn't have a lucrative business. That means you just have the right to operate as a business. But I'm finna tell you how to get money, and because you need money to keep your business flowing, to get employees, even if it's just yourself, because your own person is an entity that can be, you know what I'm saying, an employer for your company. Number one, do not go to the bank of Bank of America, Chase Bank, uh, who else they got? Regions Bank. All these are corporate banks. These people wants to see when you come in there for a business account and you trying to get a loan. The first thing they want to see is what was your revenue for the last year. If you just starting out with a business, you don't have no revenue. If your business, whatever it may be, t-shirt, food, whatever, you don't have enough income for them to say, okay, we're going to give you $50,000 or $100,000. Corporate banks operate on a corporate level. Go and open up your business account with a credit union, no matter what credit union it is, because they're not regulated the same way the corporate banks are regulated. So they operate on a private entity scale, meaning that they can do things and give you things that that corporate bank they won't do, because they have certain guidelines to follow, right? Once you open up that business account or that LLC or INC or S-type, or there's many ones, you find one that fits you and your business. Once you open up that with that credit union, right? At this point, what you want to do is go online and get your Dun and Bradstreet number. It's Dun, D-U-N, and Bradstreet, one word. Once you get your Duns and Bradstreet number, this is going to be your business credit. If you don't have any business credit, a lot of banks or credit unions is going to fall back on your personal credit. You don't want to use your personal credit, because then you're liable for a lot of things if things don't go right. Your LLC protects you under the business from lawsuits, but your credit for your personal credit is just that. Your LLC can't protect you from that. So if you open up something on your personal credit and it gets repoed, or the business go down and you can't pay the loan back, now you have just damaged your personal credit. It's not on your business credit, if that makes sense. Once you get that Duns and Bradstreet, you get that number. All you have to do is, once you apply, tell them you want to establish business credit, because at this point you have no business credit. And no business credit, just like personal credit, is no credit. That's almost like having bad credit, because they have nothing to bill off of. They have no pattern. They don't know how you pay bills. They don't know if you pay back. They don't know anything. So they're taking a risk on you, which you would call a liability, right? For $700, they can help build a foundation of credit. It's almost like they're giving you a jump start. Now, you got to understand this. It takes money to make money. So don't just think that you're just going to just walk up somewhere and just say, I need this. No. People have to understand it takes money to make money. But it don't take that much. $700, you can raise that in a month, because you eat at least $150 a week on food. If you're buying Jordans, if you're buying designer clothing, if you're doing anything, $700 really isn't that much to the average, you know what I'm saying, person, if you just focus on and stay grounded on what you're trying to do. So you might have to make some sacrifices, but no success comes without sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Once you get that foundation in that, you then, whatever your business it may be, your food business or whatever it may be, you start buying little small things. Like if you need a burner, if you need this is cooking. I'm just using cooking as an example. If you need a stove, if you need uh, a cooler, if you need anything that costs a substantial amount of money, let's say it may cost you $5,000, right? You use your Dun and Bradstreet to get the smallest amount of income, lucrative income, to purchase that with your business account. Once you have paid back at least $10,000 to $15,000 in loans, whatever that equal up to, it can be $15,000 one piece of equipment, or it can be $15,000 in multiple pieces of equipment. Once you have paid that 15 grand back, you then can go to that credit union and say, I need $50,000. You don't really need to show a business plan of saying, okay, what you're going to do with it, because that's the corporate banks. All the credit union want to see is that you have established business credit. You paid this back, or whichever you paid that back. Right? At that point, you can get you 50 grand. At 50 grand, you can really go get a down payment on the building at that time to start cooking out of. If it's a trailer, is it a food truck, or whichever. And you just keep moving up the ladder like that. Which that LLC now you pay yourself out of. How that helps you is, if you owe, let's say, because you're using the loophole, and everybody in corporate America, from white, black, Chinese, Asian, they use this as a loophole. If you owe any back loans, if you owe, let's say you had a loan that you didn't pay back from 2014, and now they're trying to garnish your check. You make yourself as an employee from your business, right? They can no longer garnish the funds that you have coming out into your company. So that'll save you some time. Now you can pay these people back on your card instead of them garnishing it. You feel me? Because they have to send the paper to your LLC to say, do this person work for you? I need this amount coming out. You, as the owner, can say, no, we don't pay him that much, or she that much, or her that much, or them that much. We can only afford to take this much out. And they have to abide by that rule, because you are the entity now. You are the business owner. You are the corporation. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with child support. And I'm not saying, because let me stop this right now. I'm not saying, oh, he don't want her to pay no child support. That's just a way for them to get no. I'm just saying, if you have a child support obligation, and it's to amount that's obligated that you cannot afford, getting an LLC, you can have that obligation actually reduced. Because remember, you own the company. You only get paid this much or that much. You can control how much you get paid a month. And they have to go by that because you are the entity. You are the business owner. You are the corporation. So when they send these papers to your registered agent, you can say, this person only makes this much money. This person only get paid, and they have to base that off of that. Now, I'm not saying this is a way to get out of your child support. I'm just saying this is the way that you can help eliminate yourself in debt and pay what you can afford until you get on your feet, and then you can eliminate that debt. You feel me? So, once again, credit union, not a major bank. No Chase, no Bank of America, no Regions, no Federal, no, not credit union, what it is, Wells Fargo, none of that. Go to a credit union. And credit unions going to have the best rates. Like I said, they operate on a private entity. They're not connected with the corporation of banks that has to go and abide by these certain types of rules. You feel me? That is a quick and easy way for about $800. Now, if you don't have your LLC, I'm going to tell you, you go to LegalZoom. LegalZoom, that's a one-stop shop. I've used them. You go to LegalZoom and purchase your LLC. Establish that first for about $750. That way you can get your legal Zoom, you can get your name, you can get your LLC, and you can get your registered agent all at one time. And it's a one-stop shop. Anything come to you, they're going to let you know when your taxes need to be filed or whichever. Now, dealing with the taxes, it's just a quick tutorial. If you don't make over a certain amount of money within that year, you can be exempt from that business tax. If you only made $10,000 or $5,000 for that year, you can be exempt from business tax. I'm not telling you what I heard, I'm telling you what I know. So it's different ways that you can finesse this with this knowledge. Nobody taught us this in school. Nobody taught us, mom and daddy didn't know this from where I'm from. All we know is work, 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 work. If you can put all that hard work into working for someone else, why not sacrifice that time and your hard work and ability into yourself? Invest into yourself. At least have a plan. At least say I'm going to work for this person for this long, and then I'm going to save this money up, and then I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to work long enough to learn the business to jump out on my own. You have to have an end goal, because I'm going to tell you, working for someone else, retirement is not going to get it. That's not no money. The average person that retire, they retire with maybe $100,000. That's enough that'll last you about 5 years, maybe. Then what? That's why you see a lot of retirees that retire, they have to end up going work to Walmart. They have to end up going get a part-time job to make ends meet because there's no money. So you have to retire from a job to go get another job. Do that make sense? Retirement is the biggest fraud. Unless you're putting 6 figures in that retirement plan every year, that's the biggest fraud other than health plan and goddamn college education. It's good to have. Don't get me wrong. It's good to have. Education is key. But the way they have it structured to where you pay is not worth it. Because at least 80 to 90% of the people that come out of college don't even get a job in their field that they got a degree in. But you still have to pay back them student loans of $200,000 and you're not even making $50,000 that year. Do that make sense? No, it don't. I'm going to do a part 2 to this, man, but that's just a quick tutorial on that. You just remember that. LLC, credit union, Dun & Bradstreet. You want a quick $50,000? That's a way to get you a quick $50,000. $1,400 can get you $50,000. If you already got your LLC, $700 can get you $50,000, just like that. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. I'm gone.